To say, having read the book, we are now talking about the latest act, which was in your book, which is the case that has come down against President Trump, 18 other defendants, essentially racketeering charges. Talk about this particular case and how serious it is.
Sure. Well, I predicted there'd be an indictment in Fulton County. I didn't predict it would be a RICO charge because it's so unusual to bring a RICO charge, a racketeer charge, against election reform. What this basically says is that Trump and all of the others who have been indicted knew full well that the election was legitimately won by Joe Biden, and they corruptly intended to change the result of an election that they knew was fair. In order to prove this indictment, the prosecution is going to have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt what Trump had in his mind. There are two possible instructions that a judge could give. One, if Trump honestly believed that this election had been stolen, that everything he did was perfectly proper. The other construction might be, even if Trump actually believed that the election was unfair, that belief had to be reasonable. And if he gives that instruction, then Trump is going to be able to introduce mountains of evidence showing that so many other people believed it was stolen. I'm not one of them myself, but he'll be able to show the film 2,000 Mules, which were watched by hundreds of thousands of people, and to be able to show that his belief was reasonable. This case is far from a foregone conclusion of conviction. And even if there is a conviction in a county which is overwhelmingly Democrat, it has a good chance of being reversed on appeal.
Let's start with where it's being tried. Is it possible to move this case, for the reasons you just said, perhaps to a federal court, or is it really, it's going to be tried? It's the charges have come down in Georgia. It's going to be tried in Georgia, and that's just the nature of the beast.
My own prediction is that the motion to move it to the federal court will be denied, that the state has jurisdiction over elections, even presidential elections. So I think the judge will have the case tried in Georgia. Now, Georgia is a county that's, this county of Georgia, overwhelmingly Democrat and anti-Trump. So there may be a motion to move it to another county. But I think it will probably stay in Georgia and most certainly in this county.
Well,